Women today are having to cope super hard with the reality that they're done. They're cooked. Nobody's coming to rescue you. Nobody's coming to take care of you and save you and cater to you. You're by yourself. And the reason why so many women are having to experience this is because for all of their youth, they felt like they were the one and only prize. They felt like they could always do bigger and better than whatever man was being presented to them. And now it has all backfired. They overplayed their hands. And here they are in their late 40s, 50s, coping, pretending like they never wanted a man, pretending like they don't currently want a man, pretending like they don't need a man. And we all know that when it comes to women and our nature, that is something that we innately desire. You cannot escape it. So now here we are in 2026 and beyond, being surrounded by women that are way past their prime, trying to self-soothe and self-medicate by pretending like they're happy by themselves. They're okay with the way that their life panned out. They're not. And we all can see right through it. And in this case, we have Kendra G that we're going to be highlighting and dissecting today and using as a primary example of what not to do, what not to be, and what this cope actually looks like.
Let me tell you something. As long as the requirements is for me to lay on my back and open my legs, a man will never be the prize, because the requirement is my life. Okay. The requirement is my energy. The requirement is for me to make time for you. I run a whole company. Okay. So if I have to make time for you, if I have to schedule you in, if I have to alter my life, you will never be the prize. And I know my worth so much. That is why it's not about, oh, why can't Kendra get a man? No, honey. Why can't a man get Kendra?
Girl,
I ain't never trying to get no man, honey. You got to get me, because I am 1000% whole, good, and thriving. And I am proof that this notion of without a man, you will not be happy. That is the brainwashedness that they want women to feel, because they want you to feel like, oh, you have everything but a man. Thank God. Like sometimes you should say thank God to that prayer. See, a woman, when she really knows her worth, she knows what she brings to a relationship. So you can't manipulate her giving that greatness to you because you think you're great. I think the hell not. You ain't got enough money in the bank for my life. Your penis is not big enough for the sacrifice for my life. There ain't an access you can give me that I cannot get on my own that is worth the sacrifice of my life. And that's just a fact. I'm not trying to flex. I'm just telling you what I know. And I've known that my entire life. My life represents that like it's non-negotiable. You can see it now. But when I didn't have a pot to piss in, okay, when I had nothing but a dream and a hustle, I had that same mentality. So you're never going to get the advice from me. It is better to have a man than not to have a man. You're not getting that advice from me.
Get Kendra off my screen. Just trash. Kendra, you run a whole dating show trying to help women find love, find a man. Yet you're online coping, pretending like you don't want to find a man or find love your damn self, when your whole reason behind what you do, your whole quote unquote purpose in life that is bringing you lots of views, lots of money, lots of partnerships, lots of different opportunities, is you doing the very thing that you are quote unquote now speaking against. It makes no sense. The cope is real. Tell me you're just trying to cope without telling me you're just trying to cope. You are speaking against your own best interests, whether that be business-wise, whether that be lifestyle-wise, woman-wise. Like, Kendra, you sound dumb. I'm just going to be honest with you, and it's no shade, but it is what it is. We got to exemplify you. You are the type of woman that will go through life fronting, faking, living an illusion, also that you can feel better about the way that your life turned out. And the only reason why your life turned out the way that it did is by your choices, your mentality, your personality, your lifestyle. And I have to say this, and y'all like the video, share the video and subscribe. But it is oftentimes these type of chicks talking about, oh, y'all keep talking about why I can't get a man. Why can't I keep a man? The real question is, why can't a man get me? Why can't a man keep me? A man don't want a woman like you. Whoopsie. I'm just so sorry about it. You are not appealing. You over here with the most boss chick, bad chick energy, talking about, oh yeah, because a man will never be no prize and blah, blah, blah. Kendra, you're not a prize to a man. Sorry to burst your bubble, sis. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's way too many women out here who may be older. Let's look it up, y'all. Again, get the likes up. Let me check and see how old Kendra is. It says radio and media personality Kendra G is 46 years old. She celebrates her birthday every year on May 7th. So Kendra, you're damn near 50 years old, half a century. And you're walking around, prancing around, talking about, yeah, because I'm a boss chick. I make a whole bunch of money. I run so many companies. And so I need a man like that. You're too old. But like I said, you all, these women out here have to conduct themselves like this in order to be able to live comfortably and peacefully with their decisions. Because they're not really happy. They're not. And I also want to say this. I know that every person, whether you are a man or a woman, you should be at peace within yourself, by yourself, first things first, because everything starts with you. I understand that. I get that. But we as men and women are not placed here together not to be able to feed off of each other, whether that be by way of loving each other, supporting each other, nurturing each other, making each other even more peaceful, even more happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not this instance of, yeah, because, you know, I'm just here to be by myself. Yeah, because I don't need no help. I don't need this. We're here together to collaborate effectively as a team, not to be separate. So anytime I hear somebody walking around talking about, I don't need no man, I don't want no man, I'm happy by myself, I'm happy you're doing it, I know you're lying. You're not even wired that way as a woman to genuinely feel that way. And like I said, I do not understand that you should be at peace and you should be comfortable and content on your own, right? But there's nothing more fulfilling and satisfying for a woman than to have a man in her corner that is ready and willing to assist her as well, love her as well, pour into her as well. And any woman pretending like that's not something that she should strive for or want is a liar. Okay? The real catch to all of this is that the men don't want you. Not trying to be rude, not trying to be mean, but that's the reality. The real reality is men don't want you. And now y'all are trying to cope and rebrand and rebuild this whole image around being rejected. Oh, I know that sounds so bad, but that's what it is. What's happening in today's time is men are passing y'all by. They're passing you up. They're not even passing y'all around no more because they don't even want to screw you. Dang. I know that's a harsh pill to swallow, but it is what it is. Kendra G would love to be married. She would love to be settled down. She would love to have a man in her life to love her, support her, assist her, whatever. She would love that. But since the men that she wants to be with don't want to be with her, and all she can probably qualify for is a guy that's going to mooch off of her, leech off of her, now she has to pretend like, oh, I don't want y'all anyway because that would just disrupt my life. No. When it comes to women, we are naturally designed to work around a man. And as much as y'all don't want to accept that, that's the truth. That's the reality. As women, we adapt and adjust to the men that are in our lives. And the more that man loves us and takes care of us and so on and so forth, the more adaptable we become. So I don't want to hear all this boss chick energy like, oh, yeah, it's just because, you know, these men can't handle me. And it's just because I'm a boss chick and I'm not going to diminish and demean myself just so that a man can fit into my life. Girl, please. Y'all would hop, skip, and jump if Morris Chestnut came. Y'all would hop, skip, and jump. If who else do y'all like? If Shamar Moore came, I'm trying to think what type of men the aunties like. Kendra G gives me that she would love a Morris Chestnut or Shamar Moore. So we just go say those names. All right. Kendra G would hop, skip, and jump if Morris Chestnut and Shamar Moore came into her life like, yeah, oh, that's dead. Okay. I'm going to need you to do this now, do that now. All that boss chick energy, that's a wrap. I'm going to take care of you, baby. Don't even worry about it. You can do that in your spare time if you feel like it, but as far as, you know, that consuming you, no, I'm gonna need you to be at home cooking, cleaning, running my bath water. She gonna, yes, daddy, please. Don't let these women fool y'all. They just have not found the man that they would want to be with, that they would be ready and willing to make certain sacrifices and compromises for whatever reason. Maybe you're not as hot as you think you are. Maybe your personality is trash. Maybe your mentality is trash. Maybe your wig is ugly. Who knows? But at the end of the day, these women out here like Kendra G, they're coping because men don't want them. They have been rejected. And I want to read a few comments because it was some people in the comment section that was hitting it right on the nose. So let's read a few of those comments. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. All right. This person says, single leading the single, sad. And that's a bar. And I really despise how you have people out here trying to give advice on how to do something that they themselves have not achieved. Be quiet. Shut up. You don't know the half of what it takes to have a successful, thriving, healthy, mature, balanced relationship. So I really don't want to hear from you. But these are the ones who have the biggest platforms, the biggest microphones, and they are giving the most advice. And this is why, in my opinion, a lot of the women today are being led astray. The blind leading the blind, the dumb leading the dumb, and the single leading the single into happy, thriving relationships. How? You never even had that. But I digress. Somebody else says, the market determines the value, not the seller. Whoopsie. Kendra, goes back to what I said earlier. The men don't want you. It's not this instance of, y'all talking about, I can't keep a man. How about the men can't keep me? Do they want to, sis? I don't think the men want to keep you. They don't even want to be with you in the first place, let alone keep you around. So just something to think about. Oh, this right here is crazy. Somebody says there's competition. Like, share, comment, subscribe, y'all. It is competition out here. That right there is something that a lot of us are sleeping on as well. These women are looking around and they're seeing younger, more attractive, vibrant, more friendly, more easier to get along with type of women. They're seeing them come up. And the men that they would want to be with, they want to be with those women. Let's even go into being older. You can be an older woman, but because maybe you're more attractive, you're more easier to get along with, you know, you're more reasonable. You just have a lot more working for you than a Kendra G. Well, she sees that and she knows that she can't compete with you. And so instead of acknowledging the fact that I can't keep up, I can't compete, I'll just bow out gracefully and pretend like, yeah, I'm not fulfilled by that anyway. I don't want that anyway. Like, I know I can't compete with that. The men that I want to be with, they don't want a woman like me. I'm too stubborn. I'm too childish. I'm too materialistic. I'm too selfish. And so, yeah, I don't want it. But yeah, it's competition and they are feeling the effects of that. The men don't want you, not the other way around. Okay. Somebody else says, tell us how that's working, Kendra. It's not. Whoopsie. Somebody else says, nothing of value stays. Oh, they ate her up with this. This person says, y'all, nothing of value stays on the market for 50 years to be sold. You know what? That's enough. That's enough. Because y'all done cooked her too much. You know, y'all done cooked her too much. Kendra, I think the market has decided. Not you, baby girl. Okay? I shouldn't be calling you baby girl. Okay? Not you, baby auntie. Baby auntie, the market decided that you were not of the value or the ranking that you thought that you were. And so now they're leaving you out to dry. That's the real reality. And until a lot of women get their acts together, start to view things from a more equal and balanced playing field, more healthy, non-selfish playing field, y'all will also be just like Kendra G out here trying to cope like you don't want no man, you never did, and you're happy with just your money and your Instagram followers. Girl, please. The mere fact alone, Kendra, that you operate the type of platform that you operate shows and proves that you as a woman on a subconscious level or conscious level know the significance of a man getting with a woman, of a woman getting with a man. If you really felt the way that you felt, Kendra, you wouldn't have built the platform that you built, because in your mind, a man is not the end all be all anyway. A man is not that important anyway. So why even consume my time, my energy, my focus, my livelihood around something that I deem unnecessary, that I deem unworthy? You're exposed. Stop lying. You want a man, you need a man, you know. But since the men don't want you, you have to cope. Before I wrap this up, y'all, I'm going to ask y'all something. And y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I want y'all to be brutally honest. Because there's a lot of women out there that's just like Kendra G, and they need this real truth. Okay. I want you all to put cap emojis in the chat right now if you feel like Kendra G is capping and just trying to cope with the reality that she's a reject. The men don't want her. Put a cap in the chat. You know, the little baseball hat. I think it's blue. Put that in the chat. You think she's lying. And then I want y'all to put, let's see, the star emoji in the chat. If you're like, no, she is just shedding a brand new light on the new reality of the world. And a lot of women do not want no man. They don't need no man. They good by themselves. Y'all let me know. I'm going to drop my cap because I know she lying. I just know she, Kendra, please stop. Love y'all. Respect y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the next dope discussion. Leave your thoughts, feelings, feedback in the comment section down below. And yeah, much love and peace to my crown heads. And Kendra G, ain't no harsh feelings, sis. I just want you to stop lying and come to grips with reality. Maybe if you change some things about yourself, you can find a man that you're actually wanting. Peace.
That is why it's not about, oh, why can't Kendra get a man? No, honey, why can't a man get Kendra?